Hey everybody, welcome back to What the OTPF. I'm Allie. We're in a new location today, people, because we moved. And it's been a minute since I have recorded because, well, moving is a lot. And we've been getting set up and just doing our thing at the new house, getting my new office set up and everything situated. So we are doing good. We've been here a few weeks now. And I'm ready to get back into content and just sharing the rest of this OTPF series. I plan on getting it out in the next couple weeks and it'll be completed. If you have not seen the other 7 videos for the domain series yet, the domain piece of this series yet, go back and watch those. I hope they are helpful to you. What the OTPF was basically inspired by my, I would say, lack of understanding of the Occupational Therapy Practice Framework, which is just basically what OTs can do and why. And I think in order to be the best clinician that I can be, I really needed to understand that a little bit better as a clinician. And as a student, we had 2 classes that we took that broke them down. And after I got out, I just didn't know them as well as I should. Yikes. So here we are. So this series was born, and this time we are talking about the process side of things, and there are 3 steps. The first step is evaluations, and that's what we'll be talking about today. So let's get started. The OT evaluation is a fancy word for asking someone to do something so we can see how they do on it and getting background information on that person. So before we even ever step foot into a room with the patient, we typically have a referral source. We have some information on the patient, be the diagnosis, maybe the name, number of contact for that person. Maybe it's a room number, depending on the setting you're in. And sometimes some kind of chart or referral information. Now, that's not always guaranteed. Things do happen, and sometimes you have to wing it. A lot of times you have to wing it, even if you have the chart. But it is what it is. So after we see all of that, we get all of the information we need based on that, which is super funny, y'all. Like, you'll have an idea in your mind of what someone might look like based on their chart. You will walk into that room and will be 100% blown away 100% of the time. Maybe it's just me, but I'm going to put myself out there and say that most of the time when I have an idea in my head of what this person's going to look like, it is not even close. And I'm not even talking about like physical features. I'm talking about like functional, like things they can do, right? It says this person can do this, and then you walk in, it's like the total opposite, and you're like, okay, what now? And then you're like hitting the ground running with chaos. Anyway, so for the evaluation, let me find what I wrote because I really liked how I said this. Okay, once we get to the eval part, we then touch on what we call an occupational profile, and basically that's just what that patient can do. We ask them to do stuff, and then we analyze how they do stuff. And then we take what we've analyzed and we decide goals based on what that patient really wants to accomplish and what they need to accomplish to get back to everyday life. And so that might look like gardening for some people and getting dressed for other people. It really depends on what's important. If that person is a nudist and they don't care to get dressed, then why would we work on that, right? So it varies based on patient. And we take all of those things into mind. We also will talk to their caregivers when appropriate, whether it's for a child and it's the parent, or caregiver for like an older adult. So we take all the things into consideration, all the people that are in the situation, and we make goals, long-term and short-term, for what we would like to accomplish in the sessions that we will be seeing this client for. And boom, that's an evaluation. That is a very simple version of the evaluation, but that is what this part is talking about. The process of occupational therapy starts with an evaluation. The next component will be intervention, and we will talk about that in the next video. So I hope to see you there.